I will move to Patrick Cantin, who is a chief of party at Winrock, doing a lot of work in Sahel. And Patrick, I think you can say some words about yourself before you answer my question, but I will start with the question. And the first question is that we see several examples of how these sources of transformative change towards more food security and resilience in the face of conflict and climate change are coming from local initiatives. And we wanted just to start asking you, Patrick, if you see evidence, this type of evidence of positive examples in your work, and if you could tell us a little bit more about it. So back to you.
Thank you, Sibel. So yes, my name is Patrick Cantin. I'm the chief of party of the USAID-funded TerresEauVie project, which is implemented in Burkina Faso and Niger by Winrock International. So just to give you a bit of context, the TerresEauVie's principal objective is to reinforce local institutions and systems on natural resource management. So mostly on access to land and water resources, which are the cornerstone of food security, but at the same time, the root causes of conflict in the Sahel. Burkina Faso and Niger are two of the world's most climate vulnerable countries. In fact, the temperature over the Sahel is projected to increase between 2 and 4.3 degrees by 2080, which is quite scary considering how hot it is already today. This is having the climate change is having an impact on the crop yields. And it's not yet, but it's planned that there will be also a further impact on the drought-tolerant crops, such as millet and sorghum, which are the staple crops, the staple food of the communities there. At the same time, we're having precipitation trends which are uncertain, but what is pretty clear among all the provisions is that future dry and wet periods are likely to become more extreme. And this, we see that already. We've seen recently some rainfalls of 12 centimeters over one night in one of the communes that we have recorded. And this is having an immediate impact on conflict. Let me give you just a quick example. A recent dry spell in northern Niger has forced the pastoralists to move the southern way, and their animals have started to trample the crops which had not yet been harvested, and this has led to conflict and numerous deaths of people. So that's the reality now. So climate change really acts as a catalyst of land degradation, food insecurity, and conflict. And it's not 2030, it's not 2050, it's really already started now. So TerresEauVie is focusing its efforts on risk management using local contingency planning as an approach. So the project is actually facilitating participative and inclusive processes to develop communal contingency plans, so local contingency plans. And this is based on inputs of various community groups, such as herders, farmers, you have women, you have youth, you also have traditional chiefdom. What we're doing is also, we're trying to work at the crossroad between community and local government. So we're involving both the formal and informal institutions. Doing that, in fact, it allows us to obtain the community's insights. They know the place. They've seen numerous development efforts over decades. They've seen what functions, what works less. So they are bringing these insights, and the linkage to the national government allows them to have access to early morning information from the central government, and also in some instances when the shocks are becoming a reality, they are getting some funding to respond. The interesting part of working with those communities has been that we've really seen that they are planning interventions that are not only adapting to climate change, such as community-driven drainage cleaning to prevent the impact of floods, but also interventions that mitigate climate change. For instance, the restoration of degraded grasslands that is fixing carbon into the soil, contributes to underground water recharge, and improve the productivity of land. So really, the communities are very capable of transforming a problem into a solution. And we as a project, we built on those locally made contingency plans to activate a crisis modifier that is inbuilt into the project, and to allow them to put these plans, to activate it, to implement them, and put that into a reality. Thank you.